I think in either way it's going to be the same. Yeah, grand scheme of things, it should be the same. So this means I go like this. And I have to bridge it that way. And that means I have to loop this through here. Because of how the cooling works, we're just going to drip that in. And then we have this go in through that way. And then we do our radiant pipe loop, which is going to be aluminum. Not bad. So we don't build that yet because we have to make a vacuum. Got to remove the ladders. Just going to build this out first. And then we're going to get the bottle emptier for the steam in the room. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. A little bit of water there. Shouldn't be a problem. And then I need to add oil to here because we got to make another liquid lock for the duplicates. And then we need more power in this area. So this is going to be the supercoolant line. And then this is... Oh, this is a battery line, which is fine. I'm not going to use that, though. Aluminum is perfect. There's nothing better than aluminum. So ideally, that's what you want. And since you're going for a low temperature, typically melting point doesn't really matter. So you're just looking for something with the highest rating of thermal conductivity. Because the pipeline is your conductivity heat transfer. So aluminum being 205 thermal conductivity is probably the best you could grab. Regardless of what game you're playing, DLC or base game. There's nothing stronger than aluminum. So aluminum is ideal. But if you don't have it, you don't have it, right? Alright, another thing is I think I could get all the power here together. Either way, I have to connect this, right? To something. I usually do my not 0K as a part of the liquid hydrogen production setup for the rocketry. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get to that stage right now. I should do a layer by layer style where space above exists, but a building vacuum. Ooh. That's not bad. That could be an idea flaw if it saves you time. We get the new printables. Gold amalgam, sure. Flooding of the AETN is fine. Sick bay. Wow. I'm gonna disable the building. Because I don't want that to be in the building resources notification. There we go. It's only 3 buildings now. We still have long commutes. Feels bad. I tried aluminum many times, but it just froze my H2 straight. I switched to gold and lead and only for H2. Wait, that shouldn't be possible. You shouldn't be able to actually freeze hydrogen. Can you actually? You shouldn't be able to, though. So hydrogen liquid becomes solid at 259. You can. And max temperature is what? 271? Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else. You can't freeze supercoolant. Never mind. There we go. Yeah. You can't freeze supercoolant. That's what you can't freeze. I got the wrong thing mixed up. Yeah. You can't freeze supercoolant. So since supercoolant can't freeze, because you can't go past negative 273, and this needs 273.7 for this to actually become frozen. You could actually push supercoolant to a low temperature, as low as possible. So that means that, yeah, you can solidify hydrogen. It is a little bit wonky in the sense of, yeah, you're going to have to do X, Y, and Z in order for that to work well. But I think it's not that bad. A lot of the times, what I do is I freeze the hydrogen purposely so that I could add a little bit of warm hydrogen to have it melt back into liquid. It's tough, though. I don't use the door setup, so when it comes to Aqua Tutor, I just froze my H2 because aluminum is so strong. Oh, I got you. I see Addy Rocks. Mixing liquids is a thing. AT sensor setup works too. Actually, hard not to solidify hydrogen. Yes. Yeah. Usually, I solidify the hydrogen most of the time. And I just, like, wait for the gas temperature to pick it up, and then have that kind of like make it liquid. A lot of the times it's tough, but yeah, it's a step I think that's necessary. So it's just annoying with that much MCGH2 sitting and not melting forever. Yeah, I feel you with that. It becomes one of those things. It's like, just melt already. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? Debated. I see you guys. Seems the thermostat thing I've done saved me some time with hydrogen. I see you flew on. I see you over there. Alright, so this is done. I could mine this, and then we could mine that, and then it's 1, 2, 3, and we can mine everything else. That's pretty good. I don't want to take down the ladders yet, just in case I need them. The engine's going to be gone. I do need to remove the gantry plus automation here. This as well. This as well. And then we'll keep the chute, just in case I need more. Sorry about that, guys. Had to burp. Never thought there was such a quirk. Yo, man, you never know. You gotta pocket the strats sometimes. Wait for the rainy day to happen, and when it does, you got some tricks up your sleeve. All right, still changing to obsidian. It should be fine. And then we're still having to do this setup. So power here gonna be simple. We're gonna use iron for this. Just power off of that. Need a little bit of water. This is a vacuum. Build out this tile space. This is going to need supercoolant. Actually, I shouldn't need that based off of how I want to actually build a liquid lock. So I need to actually do supercoolant here. And there should be a bottle. Does anyone know minimum tile size for a supercoolant liquid? Like how if you're doing a 1-drop lock, oil is around like 37 grams. Or 300 grams. Right? 1 drop of oil is 300 grams. Is there something like that for supercoolant? What's the number for that? You either have tricks up your sleeve or you just get wet. Be like that sometimes, man. That's why you gotta have the tricks, man. You gotta have the strats. Something 300 grams, as I remember. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. So we lose about 1 kilogram here. Never tried with supercoolant. Gotcha. Yeah, getting supercoolant, man. For a liquid lock sounds jank. Getting supercoolant for a liquid lock really does sound mad jank. Mamba is awake. The kitty cats. He's just licking himself right now. Oh, he's trying to lick his chest. I think it's itchy or something. You see him just licking, dude? He's not even licking his body. He's just trying to lick his chin or something. Do you need to double lock with supercoolant? Because it will heat transfer like mad. You'll see the lockout build. You'll see the lock I build. I'm going to be building a very specific lock. But the answer should be no. Alright, there it is, supercoolant. So we added enough already. There we go. So we just got to make sure they don't drop the bottle. Alright, 2,000 grams. Supercoolant's at 32 grams. It's a lot less than expected. That's fine. Alright, so we need to build a tile here. I love how all your dupes carry balloons. Helps performance of the game a lot, I assume. Dude, honestly, I wish the balloons would pop when they go out into space. So I would lag a lot less. Honestly, man, it would help. It would help. How else should I seal a steam turbine room and still access steam turbine for tune-ups and not cooling it with water from another steam turbine aqua tuner setup? If you have 5 Wheezeworts in hydrogen, you could run the output of the steam turbine in that room and then run that back over your steam turbine. I did the math. If you have 5 wheeze wards and your steam turbine goes up to 200 degrees Celsius, and you don't limit it, and you limit it so it doesn't go over 205, you can do a separate room and have that balance out. Because I've done that before. And if you do the initial range of 0 or 125 to 135, you could use 1 wheeze ward with hydrogen. If you do the second tier range, which is 135 to 150, you need 2 wheeze wards. 150 to 165 is 3. 165 to 180 is 4. And then 180 to 205 is 5. That's actually, I think from the math I did, how that works out. Because I was looking up the self-cooling steam turbine strat, and the only way to make that easier is by, before running the steam turbine output on the turbine itself, you cool down the output by running it into a separate room. So it's like, you go like this, right? And then you run radiant pipe. And I think in the math, you don't even need to run that much. I think I ended up running, depending on how many wheeze wards, is how many radiant pipe segments. So if I have 5 wheeze wards, I have 5 radiant pipes. And by doing it like that, I was able to do it like this. So I go insulated, radiant pipe, back to insulated, radiant pipe, and then it outputs back in. And that should work, because I've done that before. I was so locked in with supercoolant piping. I see you, man. I see you, Fluon. So you see it now, right, Leo the Human? I'm creating what's known as a vacuum in the middle. So that means that this supercoolant, since it won't freeze, it's going to stop any of the cold oxygen from leaking out. That means I don't have to worry about heat transfer, because none of the heat from the outside is ever going to heat me up because of this vacuum tile in the middle. So that's going to be the strat. And I am going to do this. Yeah, awesome lock. Hope it's stable. Yeah, I've been using it all game. This has been here since cycle 100. Hasn't broken yet. So these two have been here for maybe 1,000 cycles now. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, the thing is that you have to use oil for it to not to break, because you get more mass per tile, and because it's the heaviest liquid. So if you get a liquid spill on top of it, it doesn't damage it in any way, shape, or form. Because if you use something like, you know, another liquid and you have a heavier liquid drop on top of it accidentally, it happens, right, from time to time. I probably have some instances of that happening, like, close by, too. Like, I think over here, I used to. I don't see it anymore, though. I used to have, like, liquids on some of the lock entrances. But yeah, helps out, helps out. Nice. Yo, man, Nightbot knows. Did you guys know if you type 69, Nightbot also says nice? Until it's napped or supercoolant or lead. That's true. Alright, so this needs a little bit of juice. And then we gotta seal this up there. Wait a second. This is oxygen. That's actually what I want to freeze. Hey. That's actually pretty good. That means I don't have to vacuum this. I'm actually freezing this element anyways. Alright, that means we don't need a vacuum. I forgot about that. Alright, so that's good. Instead of cooling down the steam turbine here, I'm just going to plant a bunch of wheeze wards. We'll get problems of the other order. I see you guys are molten steel. Saved 11 kilograms of oxygen. Let's go, right? Free O2, not even mad. And because there's no more heat up there, I am going to bop this wheeze wart. Should be fine. We could mine this out now. This should be mineable now too. And then we could mine this from the bottom. That's mineable. We can mine all this. And then we get up to here. And then from there, there's some debris up here I probably want to sweep out. But I want to get this started first. Get that mine out as well. And that also means I could get mining to this pocket. And then we need to continue mining out the mesh. The solar panels we're not using anymore. Clay needs to add a way to add story traits to existing saves. Clay's gonna be like, yeah, we don't want to do that. Just start a new file. I'm not gonna lie, Clay's gonna say that. Just start a new save, dude. Because I don't have it either in my current playthrough. And you know Clay's gonna be like, just start a new save. It's fine, man. It's only a new save. No one's gonna get hurt. I like starting new saves anyway. I know, right? Dang, man, still going strong. Dude, look at the timer, Ghost Rider. Look at the timer, dude. When you came in earlier, the timer was a lot lower. And then, like, hours passed, and you're back, and it's still that high up, dude. It is insane, man. Just play more? Yep. It's like the aluminum volcano in early DLC. Oh, dude, aluminum volcano in early DLC? Dude, aluminum volcano is technically the strongest metal volcano. We invented time travel. Or we learned how to add time. Y'all remember that movie with Justin Timberlake? What was it called? Time Chasers? Where everyone had a resource known as time. And what happens is that people would bet how much time they had in their life. And they would live longer if you win time from someone else. And then when you ran out of time, you die. That's what that reminds me of. It's not time travel. It's more so we're just adding more time on the clock. In time. Is that what it was called? I don't remember that. I haven't seen the movie though. Jim U 42. Is it a good movie? I haven't seen it. So I just know the premise. And I've seen some of the scenes. But is it a good movie? I want to believe it is, but I'm not sure. Where to buy time? You can't. You can't buy time. So everyone starts out with the same amount of time in their lifespan. It's just how you choose to spend it. And you could use time as currency for everything in the world. You could buy, you could buy love. You could buy, you could buy a car. You could buy material things. You could convert it into money and sell your time for money, right? Things like that. But what people would do in that is they would gamble their time for other people's time, and that was like the high stakes thing. It's a very slow special effects movie, but the premise is awesome. You work to put time on your clock. Oh, you work. There we go. Thank you, Jimmy, for clearing that up. I had it wrong. Yeah, so it starts ticking after you get 25 years old, and then you work for your time. There we go. And then when is it something like there was like a crew of people that was like stealing time or something like that? I don't know how it worked. But yeah, it seemed like a very interesting concept. I just never saw the movie. And then when it was no longer in theaters, I just, no one brought it up anymore. So I was like, oh yeah, maybe it wasn't that good. Yeah, I watched it. Time is currency. Don't want to accidentally spoil it. Oh, I got you, Wario. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Has a lot of good themes about the working class issues. Makes sense. Very cool movie. I think it's on Prime. Oh, it's on Prime? I have Prime. I might be able to watch it. Unrealistic premise, but sounds interesting. Dude, Leofar, dude. 10 years later, you're going to see Mark Zuckerberg basically recreate that. And he's going to make the new Facebook. And it's going to be based off of time. Off the Ben I go. Thank you for stopping by, Ghost Rider. Hope you have a good one. Rest well, rest easy. And we'll see you next time, buddy. Be good, man. Vacancy. Alright, so we're going to have another liquid lock here. And of course, we're going to have to open this up. Will it be called FaceTime? No, it's going to be called Lifetime, dude. It's going to be more meta than that. I see you over there, Addy Rocks. I see you over there. Are we still making glass? I hope so. Oh, it's Hulu Prime. Oh, I don't have Hulu. Feels bad. Rip Hulu, dude. I don't have that, I don't have that, what do you call that? Streaming platform? I don't have that streaming platform. Alright, mine through that, which is good. Liquid spill. Ladder goes here. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're basically trying to trim all this as much as we can so that we could just remove the ladders and then have this removed as well. And then we don't need to crush the gas, which is pretty convenient. More water spillage is fine. Goes down to there. We can mop that up later. But you could rent it on Amazon Prime for $4, along torrent of other options. So one of the things Amazon offers is the digital redemption stuff. And we have people that are stuck. Oh, these guys are stuck. Save them. Somebody save them. Hey, there we go. No longer stuck. Dude, how many people were stuck, dude? Jesus Christ. That was actually like 10 dupes. I actually never use the digital currency I get for shipping a later date. I should probably stack that up one day and just watch the movie. Get my coffee shipment a little bit later. Get the digital rewards. Gotta maximize. A little bit of water, it's fine. Aye, matey. I see you, Addy Rocks. I know what you mean with that. I see you over there. Alright, dump it into pea water, which is good. And I want to move as much as we can over to there. Dumping out the oil. Good, good. I want a good amount of mass on the tile, so it should be nice. And then I do need to do this. We're going to use aluminum radiant pipes. And then we're going to have this setup. And then this goes here. And then this is radiant pipe. Still nice. And then we're going to need temp shift plates that are going to be made out of aluminum. And that reminds me, I probably need to make aluminum. And we're no longer making anything. Okay. So let's build as much aluminum as we can because it looks like we need it. And then afterwards, we might look into making more steel. Classic, right? By the way, Too Legit, have you looked into setting up a treat stream or something like that? Oh, I forgot. Can you message me on Discord or type in general chat? Legit, look that up. I keep forgetting after stream. And at the same time, I'm not really like... I'm going to be honest with you guys. After stream, my brain kind of becomes mush. And I don't know, man. I just don't think anymore after stream. Like, if I were to be real. Alright, let's go with 24. So the water just has a chance to leave. Wait, you have this emote? Wait, isn't that default? Doesn't everyone have that? Addy Rocks? Oh, they got removed from global, right? Oh, I got removed from global. I guess I still have it from FFZ, huh? Feels bad. Describe the consistency of this brain mush. Have you ever had a salad that was in dressing and then you realize it was on top of the croutons and you didn't know until you finished the salad? So the croutons are like just beyond soggy cereal. That's kind of what it is. If you understand what I'm saying. Fed, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Yuck, it'd be like that sometimes. Just imagine the Oni mush bar. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oni mush bar is a pretty good comparison. Alright, we're dripping water, which is fine. We'll mine that out. We'll also continue mining this out. We'll free the pips finally. And completely be mined out of the biomes. Ooh, we could do this. And this starts leaking this way. Yeah. I just have to hope no one falls into the pit of doom. Yeah, stirred in water. Somehow it becomes mush bar and not mud. Why did they not call them mud bars? Don't forget the germs. That's true. Why don't they just call them mud bars? I feel like that would have been such a better name instead of mush bars. Aluminum. I could build literally one temp shift plate. Big struggles, boys. Big struggles. Would you eat a mud bar? So in some parts of the world, it's considered a delicacy. And instead of dirt, it's chocolate. So if it was one of those, yeah, I'm down. If it was one of those, yeah, I'm kind of down. Chocolate bars. Not even mad about that. I believe it's called cocoa. In some parts of the world. Yep, seems legit. Oh man, Leofar, man. What parts of the world are you talking about? I'm just asking, man. What parts of the world are you talking about, man? I think a mud bar is something you get imperfections out of a car paint. It's an industrial equipment, huh? I see you over there. Alright, so I think I could do this. And then I don't have access to that unless I deconstruct this differently. Okay. So I guess I do want to do this. And then we'll get to that. Is that true? I'm not sure, Leofar. I am not sure. I don't want to, you know, potentially say something that's gonna get me canceled. That's normally not a good topic of conversation. I'd eat a soggy crouton in a pinch. Mud, probably not. What if... but they have the same consistency, dude. They have the same consistency. Would you be able to tell the difference? Croutons would just melt. It would, man. It would. You know what's one of the weirdest things? Cows are fat, yet they eat grass. It leads me to believe that changing my diet to eating mostly leafy vegetables is not going to help me. You guys feel me with that, man? You guys feel me with that? Cows eat grass all day, every day, and somehow, man, we eat them for meat. Yet, you know, we're told that if we eat our vegetables, it's going to be better for us. And it's like, I'm still gaining weight. It takes a lot of infrastructure to digest that. Interesting. It's just kind of weird, like, thinking about it. They're you know, they eat leafy greens, grass, hay, but then it's like they become a meat source. It's kind of wild. How do they get fat from that? Yeah, you get fat from anything in the right excess. So you want to eat whatever snake eats? What? What does that to do with snake? 4 stomach compartments, in fact. Wait, no way. Cows have 3 stomachs. They can digest cellulose. We can't. Dude, Leofar looking up poop facts. I see you over there. Snakes are not fat. Wait, snakes are not fat. Yeah, but... Wait, why are we talking about snakes? Not trying to spoil it. Have you seen Snowpiercer? I have not seen Snowpiercer. That is the... Was that the train or the boat in the blizzard? I forget. Chris Evans train movie? No, that's not the one where he's a cop, right? With the crazy ending? Am I thinking of another movie? There was a movie with, not Chris Evans, though. It was not Ryan Reynolds. It was, who's the guy from The Notebook? Ah, crap. I forgot his name. Ryan Gosling, not Reynolds. Ryan Gosling, not Deadpool. The guy from The Notebook, Ryan Gosling. He played a cop in a train movie, and he was trying to save a girl. And when he failed, he went back in time and was at that same spot again to try to save the girl. But no matter what he did, he was never able to save the girl. That's not Snowpiercer, right? I think that is not Snowpiercer. Because it has nothing to do with snow. But that's the movie I'm thinking of. It's a different movie. Train runs forever, going around the world. So what's the premise of Snowpiercer? What's the premise of that? Is it a good movie? I enjoy good movies. But they have to be good movies, you know? Train runs forever, going around the world. Really? It's not a bad movie, eh, man? If it's not bad, doesn't mean it's good. Source code equals time loop train movie. Oh, source code. Was that it? Did that have Ryan Gosling? 7.1 IMDb. I mean, but that's the critics, right? You gotta hear what the fans think. The series isn't too bad either. Interesting. In a future where a failed climate change experiment has killed all life except for the survivors who boarded the Snowpiercer, a train that traveled around the globe, a new class system emerges. What the hell? Oh, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, it was Jake Gyllenhaal. I thought it was Ryan Gosling for some reason. Yeah, that's the movie. That's the movie. It was Jake Gyllenhaal. And then the ending was like crazy. Like it didn't make sense. And it's like I remember that because people were pissed when they found out the ending of that movie. There's classes the lower class wants to escape. It sounds crazy. How does being on a train... It makes sense, but I didn't like it. I guess that's a good way to put it. It made sense, but I don't think a lot of people like the ending. %94 tomato meter, 70% audience score. Ooh, you gotta trust the audience score, man. I feel like. Poor people boarded the end of the train as it left. Tallies. I guess I'll have to check it out. We'll see. We'll see. Tall. Tail. Tailies. Oh, you're talking about Snowpiercer. And they're the lower class guys they're mentioning? Yes. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Alright, get rid of that. Interesting. I don't know if I will check it out, but is it on anywhere that I could watch for free? That's gonna be the biggest thing in every situation. Can I watch that for free? For free? It'd be pretty good if I could. Snowpiercer was meh. Snowpiercer was another good dystopian future movie, like In Time. Gotcha. Dystopian movies, man. Do you guys think they're ever gonna come out with a Fallout movie? Or is it not big enough? Isn't Snowpiercer a Netflix series? Yeah, there's a movie and apparently a TV show series as well. The series has Sean Bean and Sarah Connolly. Sean Bean? Is that Mr. Bean? Oh, you're talking about the movie. I haven't seen it. I saw the season from the series. Oh, gotcha. Sometimes the free streaming services have it available. Not bad. I mean, they're running out of things to make, so Fallout should come out. Ooh. No, the guy who dies in everything, Sean Bean. Who's the guy that dies in everything? What's the movie he died in, I guess? That's gonna be the the question of choice. What's the movie he died in? That I don't think I've seen. Sean Bond, Lord of the Rings. Who was he in Lord of the Rings? Equilibrium was also good. Was he Argonath? Was that him? No, he was Boromir. Oh. Dude, why does... I wonder if that's a part of the stipulation. You cannot simply... Yeah, he's that guy. Yeah. One does not simply walk into Mordor. Right? That's the guy. He's the famous meme quote guy. I wonder if that's part of his stipulation. Hey man, I'll do the movie, but I gotta die in it. Classic. One does not simply walk into Mordor. It's more of a light jog. I'll see you guys over there. We don't need to sweep that. Now, all we need to get super coolant inside this line. This has power. And I do want to help out with a little bit of the juice. Oh, I don't have automation on this yet. So I do want to sweep that. And I do also need to actually have this attached to something. So I'll have that here. And then I also need to get a couple things. Water. Really quick. Auto bottle 9. And then from here, I'm missing a aluminum temp shift plate. After that, I need a oxygen vent that we release oxygen into. And I could just use the pliers. I could technically just use pliers to get the oxygen I need. So I think we do this. And then we'll attach that to something. I did not play Stray. I did not play that at all. He narrates Civ 6. I don't have Civ 6 actually. He must be too expensive so the director could only afford a few minutes of his acting. I've heard that before, man. I've heard of that before. Alright, just one bottle should be good enough for us. This doesn't need to be really effective or anything. It just needs to work. Have not played Stray, though. I heard it won Game of the Year. Alright, we get rid of that now. Sweet. Start getting rid of those things as well. Not sure if Sean Bean dies in Snowpiercer. Didn't actually do that. Play it with Mamba. Mamba would attack the screen, dude. He'd be like, why is there another cat right there? And he'll just like jump to the monitor or something. Spicy tofu, sure. Yeah, we'll take that. Have more food varieties, always sweet. Alright, we'll leave some of the tiles there for now. Still mining out the outside, still taking care of some of the jobs. Oxygen is alright, but they're doing a lot of the other stuff right now. And then I will get a pipeline coming straight down here. Just to grab the O2 to feed it in. And then we're almost done. Do you want to sweep that out? And then I'm missing some things here, right? Automation like this. Thermal pipeline sensor. And then this is our pipeline. So we're going to dump the super coolant here so that we put it into the pipeline. And then this is going to go like this. And then power is already existing, so this is not that bad. And then we just need a bottle emptier. Sean Bean has died 23 times in film. Yo, I've never seen the end game of Oni. Does it ever end? I mean, do you ever get to a point that you don't need to do anything special to do? Yes. So what you need to do is once you get to rocketry, so I actually demolished all my rockets already that I was using for rocketry, but you want to do space scanning so that you could unlock all the technology. And once you unlock all the technology, which we have, you could build the endgame rocket that requires some of the endgame tech. So once you actually do all that research, you don't need to do a lot of rocketry missions anymore, and then we have to complete the final objective. If we click on the printing pod, we have something called the Great Escape, Breach of the Portal Tear. So you have to pull up your star map. This is base game, by the way. So this is not the DLC objective, this is the base game objectives. What happens is that if you go all the way up to the top, we have a place called the Temporal Tear. This is actively a black hole that takes you to another dimension. And it's 180,000 kilometers out. So what we're going to have to do is build a rocket that's capable of flying out that far. Right now, my rockets are plateauing around 80k. So I could go to here, but there's nothing there. and I would need to build a stronger rocket to get past that. So we're at that point of the stage. However, once we get to this rocket tear, we beat the game, and that's our final objective. So I'm setting up some of the rockets right now to be able to fly to that, and we have a couple of achievements we got to do as well. So we're doing the final achievements, the Great Escape. That's what we have to do. And then we have to do not 0 Kelvin, but pretty cool. That's going to be done soon. And then we have these two we'll attempt on another day. But yeah, it's we have some stuff to do. We have some stuff to do. But right now we're getting to that point where we're stabilized inside the colony. We have food, we have oxygen, everything's indefinitely actually being produced. And we're just trying to fulfill the objectives now. And then you start a new world to repeat all that. We're actually going to be doing challenge runs. But yes, you could play with DLC, without DLC. You could do that over again. And we're doing this with 109 dupes, right? So this is a challenge run. Ace Cow is completely stressed with 52% stress. Holy crap, dude. What's going on? Oh, he's glitched. He's glitched. He has a full bladder without a full bladder. Ah, come on, man. He has a full bladder without the full bladder. That's not legal, dude. That's not legal. Alright, we're gonna have to do a quick save reload because we're having a memory leak glitch, and we have to do a save and a restart. DLC changes up space completely. Yep, DLC changes up space completely. Instead of a late game thing, space is an early game option now. The ending depends on you. There's a lot of different endings, but it's roughly around the same playstyle. It just changes up how rocketry works. Yeah, that's Jim brings up good points. There's new elements to take care of. There's space radiation now. Another thing is that you could also visit other planets. In the base game, you actually don't ever visit or set foot on another planetoid. And what happens is that you just get to visit and you don't really actually get to leave. The DLC allows you to actually build a custom rocket on the interior, and also allows you to set up a secondary base, third base, fourth base, fifth base, depending on what you want to do, on the other planetoids. In our base game right now, we could only visit them, but we stay inside the rocket. On the DLC, you get to actually build a rocket pad, land, and start actually, you know, colonizing, expanding, whatever you want to call it. Doing all that. I find DLC is a great improvement on the game after you finish the base game, at least. Dude, DLC is great. I think it's an upgrade all around. It's great, man. It's a good time. The update will bring some game-breaking stuff too. Yeah, that's true. Gotta be loading, 100%. Gotta make living inside the rocket too. You don't have to, but a lot of times it does help. Pliers mod, top tier. It really is. DLC is great. Pliers is great. The DLC is so good, I would recommend, because I don't want people to go through the hassle of base game rocketry, that I recommend people getting the DLC from the get-go. I feel like it's worth it. Alright, he does not have full bladder anymore with a weird glitch, so he's no longer going to be stressed out. Out of habit from non-DLC rockets are still mid to late game in the DLC. That's true. That happens too. You're not used to it. Things like that happen. I miss mass space distance calculation as well. Probably to fill up tanks with gas reservoirs, space stations with never been here. That's true. I mean, I could see people that enjoy it, but I don't miss it. I'm not going to lie full on. The mass space calculations, it's realistic, but it was a nightmare to calculate, especially for new players. Imagine having to have a spreadsheet open to play the game, right? It shouldn't be necessary, but if you do mass-based calculations, it does. I want to play Oni more. Or I want to play Oni is on my next game list, but I'm stuck in Don't Starve Together. I haven't got enough from it, and to stop now and jump to another game, but I'd like to visit Twitch to watch. Oh, I got you. We're going to be playing some Don't Starve tomorrow, actually. We're going to be playing some DSC as well ourselves. Base game rocketry is not too bad, just different. I just don't like how you have to use a website for that to like accurately work. Like, if it's a video game, right? I feel like I shouldn't need to do those calculations, right? I don't know. Early game, different too. First planetoid doesn't have oil at it at all. And you have to go to a second one to get oil. Yeah, you have weird combinations like that. Flipped asteroid, radioactive moonlets. You have metallic swamps. New introduced elements like mud. It's pretty good, man. Stressing about imaginary P's been holding inside the rocket. He's got used to it and forgot. Yeah, man. But it's been stacking up as stress now. It could be included in game. It's still not that straightforward, but game will help you. Yeah, if they had help in the game, that'd be sweet. Like an in-game building that calculates how much fuel you need. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Fluon. If they had something in-game that would calculate the fuel for you, so you don't have to use a website, that would help out a lot. Like, make it so that the telescope has an option to calculate fuel. That'd be cool. But then again, it's like, we'll see how the implication actually works. Did the base game actually have any internal data to let you calculate how to build your rockets, or they just expect players to trial and error until someone solved it, made a guide? I think how it worked is someone trial and errored it. No. I think what happened is that the people on the forums saw how difficult it was, so they backdoored the coding to strip the formula directly. I think that's how that worked. So in the Clay forums, there's a couple of viewers there, or users there, that actually backdoor the code, which means they have a program, look into the code of the game, and strip it. So they know exactly how the mechanics work. That's actually how we found out things like how stress reactions work, how the calculations for the limits are, how you don't need to go above 23 morale, above the maximum, right? Yeah, decompile, backdoor, whatever you want to call it, data mining, yeah. So they would actually see the code and the formulas, decompile, data mining, whatever you want to call it. And by doing it that way, they made the website Oni Fuel Calculator. Yeah, steam turbines as well. So once they did that, people just kind of took their word as gospel and been like, yeah, they're right. They're right. They're not wrong. But yeah, that's kind of how that worked out. Data mining, steam turbine, yeah, even steam turbine. That's one of my gripes with some of the complex game design. It ought to be totally playable without supplementary materials. I agree. And I think they started to see that, and that's why they went away from that game design. Instead of making it more realistic, they made it more like a video game. And that's why the DLC, in my opinion, is really good, and I would recommend it before even getting the base game playthrough. Because, I'm adding too much oil. Because for that exact point, video games shouldn't have that level of complexity that requires you to figure it out. And it's a level of complexity that, like, naturally people wouldn't figure out. Right? Like, if you take your normal video gamer, they're just going to give up around rocketry level. And I feel like that's just how it was back then. Do you name your duplicates with Twitch's best supporters? Silly question, just asking to ask, I guess. There is a channel point redemption on the channel points for the channel, and the people will redeem those and they get a dupe of their choice. We have Cthulhu, he chooses the hats. If I actually click on this guy, he actually has a specific outfit. He actually wanted himself, so we gave it to him. And Cthulhu also requested for we actually do it again. He wanted to have all the buffs, so we're gonna give it to him. So this is his last buff. He's gonna get beefsteak. So we're going to give him the brain neurovacillator. So he's going to have all 4 buffs on his dude. He has a nice cap. And of course, he has his nice outfits. He actually has a second dupe too. But we're waiting for you, man. Cthulhu, where you at? Just pop out right here. Jump across. There he is. And let's go. And beefsteak, let's go. That is the only one he had left, so that was the only one he could have gotten. So we get the recharges from launching our rockets, so we could now use it on other people now if they wanted. But no one has requested it, so we're just gonna leave it alone for now. But now he's a beefsteak. He is mad buff now. He's flexing every time he walks up and down the stairs. It'd be like that sometimes. Constantly flexing. Gonna be lurking. Gotcha, Jimu. Appreciate the lurks. Hope you have a good one. Maybe we'll see you later. Alright, so back to the game. Alright, I need to make progress. Like, I'm hanging out with chat. It's a great time. But I feel like we're not doing anything, and I kind of feel bad. So, let's check out what we're doing here. We have enough water. This is not bad. We just got to get super coolant into the line. I also want to connect this. Alright, this is going to be green signal if it's above 200 degrees, so it actually never turns on. And then we'll fill up the line right now. Alright, so we'll move that in. That goes in. Power consumers need to attach. That goes in here. Cancel. So now we just need steam temperature. Outlet is attached. And then we just need to have oxygen come in. So we're going to do that so that we can start pulling a little bit of oxygen. I like how you manage to make progress even when you're chatting a lot. I feel like I try to, but it's not as much as I would want to. Like, I feel like I want to make more progress. So it's like I try to. Yeah, it's 2000. It's not going to go above 2000, so it's going to be fine. All right, so we're going to fill up the line. This is not overpressure yet, but we're going to overpressure it. And then we still need to deliver the supercoolant. There we go, overpressure. And then we're just going to fill up the line really quick. Has someone claimed end the stream reward yet? No. No one has done that yet. No one has done that. There is Cthulhu, the guy that we just mentioned that got all the upgrades. He actually has, I think, a third of the points to get that. I think he has a third of the points. So he's like 30% there. So he's almost there. He's almost there. But no one has actually redeemed end stream yet. There are streamers who completely stop playing the game when they start talking about anything unrelated. That drives me nuts. I mean, I do that too. It's just that as a streamer, you have to think about those things. And because I think about it, I worry about it. So it's like, for me, like, I try to make it a point that I make progress while talking. But it's tough, man. It's one of those things where it's like, when you're playing a game that you need to think about, talking while playing the game gets kind of hard. Would you feel bad if he redeemed it? No. He spent the points. It's a legit 250k, man. It's a legit 250k, I think. Is it 250 or is it 1 million? Either way, he did it legit. I can't be mad. It's 1 mil, yeah. So he's I think he's at 400k channel points right now, probably. Yeah, it's true. And opposite to an FPS game where everything is muscle memory, you could be talkative as much as you like. Yeah, or speedrunning. If you're doing a speedrun, you know the route, you know what moves you need to hit. You could, talk, speedrun, do the things. Can you restart the stream right away, though? I could, but I gotta, what do you call that? What do you call that when someone does something that is potentially kind of jank like that and you choose not to? Alright, so we have enough super coolant. It is integrity. No, not a scam. But like doing the right thing. Right? I don't want to debate him. So I gotta treat it as it's an honest deal, I guess is the best way to put it. So I can't cheat him out of that, man. It feels bad. Honoring the spirit of the point war, pretty much, yeah. It's the principle of it, man. He paid for it, I gotta end stream. Alright, super coolant's in. So this is done. This has a little bit of super coolant. We'll have it pipe out backwards. Remove that. Hey, Mamba's awake. Big stretch. Yep, and the Mambas is awake. He's checking in on me to see if it's time for more head rubs. How did you make super coolant? We have something called the molecular forge. It is right here. And once you find fullerene, which is this item right there, and we got it on the star map on the first 2 asteroids. So fullerene in trace amounts right here, and fullerene in trace amounts. We just went a couple times. I think we went on 10 trips to get fullerene, and once we had enough, we just made the super coolant. We have petroleum, we have gold as well. I'm not redeeming anything now to get to the 1,000,000 points. I see you. I see you. Mamba wants his head rubs though. I gotta give it to him. Alright, so we're no longer making super coolant. I can make insulation. I don't need to, but I can. And then we also have visco gel, which I'm not gonna make. I have mini motorways. We used to stream it, but it was a little bit too repetitive to stream like all day. It's one of the things we'll probably have to like play like an hour or two and then we switch. But I have the game. It's not bad. I've gotten to a point where it's perfect balance and we have endless points. I have had that happen. Anyways, thanks for having me around. It's giving me good company, and thanks for the sub gift. I'll be going to sleep. See you guys later. Coming in with the lurks. Thank you, Rian now. Restful, rest easy. Hope you have a great week ahead of you. And of course, we will see you next time. Yo, man, get that rest. Sleep is very important. If I could pull my points to you, I'll give you all. You can't actually do that. So it's an honest... So the only way that happens is if I do a... what do you call that? Gamba? You could bet your channel points. Right? And if you bet your channel points and then someone throws all their points and the other person wins, they get everyone's points. But you would have to fix that pretty hard. You would have to fix that pretty hard, man. Just saying. Mods are asleep, dude. This is past my stream hours. Mods are asleep, man. Sleep is important, 100%. You need sleep, dude. Collusion. No collusion, man. I see you guys over there. In a couple of minutes, I immediately see someone redeem, end the stream. It's like, well, dude, how do you guys do that? You guys came in with the quickness. Nah, they're not actually supposed to be here at this time. And it's because I'm not paying my mods or anything like that. It doesn't feel right for me to demand anything from them. So a lot of the times I just tell the mods, if they could be here, great. If they can't, they gotta do things. Maybe they gotta, you know, hang out with, you know, someone else. Whatever, it's fine. It's just that, you know, if they can't be here, they say they're gonna be here. I expect them to. But if they tell me they can't, or because, you know, time zone, times, whatever, it's fine. I don't really mind it. Alright, so I can remove this, mine that. That means I could spam easy clap. Technically, he ain't wrong. He's about to spam easy clap all day, every day. I see you over there, man. I see you over there. I'm way low on points still. Just started watching this guy. I see. Oh, do you guys hear the meow? How's Mamba? What's going on, Metro Ham? I see you over there. Would you like copy pasta? Mamba's here. He is just having some kibble right now. Hey. Hey. That's Mamba. His ears are like that because he's a Scottish fold. He's not angry at me. But he's a cutie pie. That's my heater. It looks like a Voss, but it's a heater. And he's licking his hands. He just woke up. He doesn't know he's on camera. And he thinks I'm just talking to chat like it's normal. He's licking his lips because he just ate his good kibble. He really likes that new kibble I got him. Hey, babies. He's a good kitty cat. He loves licking my fingers. And here we go. He gets his rubs. Yeah, babies. Alright, he's gonna lay down. Come on, babies. What do you do? He has a black nose. Yep, all black everything. Even his paw beans are black. He just loves having his face in my hands. I know, babies. Head rubs will come in laters. Come on, flop down, up, up, up. Mamba's standing up right now. He was standing up. Good kitty cat. Mamba stands. Alright, no more babies. No more. Mom, dude, once face cam stream happens, man, I'm gonna do a Hug the Mamba channel point redemption. I will hug Mamba live on stream. Hug Mamba live on stream. That's the strats, baby. But Mamba's the best. He's the best kitty cat in the world. It's not even close. Alright, so I need to release the super coolant. I need to connect the pipe so that we can release the super coolant. I gotta remove this. And then the power is gonna get removed. And then, yeah, this is a little bit warm, but it's fine. Hug Mamba would be debate. You can certainly be excused from playing the game while you pet the cat. Mamba heard you, dude. You know what he just did? He just plopped down on the ground and he's staring at me. That's exactly what he's doing right now. Nope, he's gonna roam around the room really quick. To spend points and not collect for end stream. I see you over there. I see you over there. I gotta have other things for you to spend on, man, so you guys could never end the stream. Strats. Gotta have the strats, man. Hey, Uglarvisk, just realized I got a gift sub from yesterday. Thanks so much. Shout out to Uglarvisk. I see you over there, Lady of the Hall. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm not a cat person. You're a human person. That's what you are. That's close, man. You're not a cat person. You're a human person. I see you over there, Leo the human. I'm scared of cats. Cats are great. I could see why people get scared of cats, though. They can be kind of bad if they have, like, you know, bad characteristics. But honestly, man, cats have been overall pretty great. I love my kitty cat. Never touched one ever. Are you allergic? I see you, Leo. I see you over there. Are you allergic to cats? Or is it just because you never really interacted with one? Not allergic, okay. But some stuff happened to me when I was a kid. Oh, that stuff. My game's taking forever. Alright, so we're gonna get started with our hydrogen engine. Alright, so first things first. Wow! Alright, so some very small trauma, you could say. That's tough, man. Trauma sucks. Alright, so that is the edge of this bunker tile. Oh, and this is the edge of this bunker tile. Oh, nice. So that means I can have my rocket here. So it would be here. Nice. Let's go. Some very small trauma. I'm allergic and I still touch cats from time to time. I'm allergic to dogs too, even though I love dogs. Dogs are cool. Dogs are cool too. It's just that dogs, they actually require much more of your time compared to cats. Cats don't need that much of your time. Dogs, on the other hand, you gotta walk them. If you don't walk them, they're gonna poop on the carpet. It's gonna be bad news. I heard you could just take medicine for it, right? If you're allergic. Not sure if that's actually the case. Alright, so this goes up to here, and then this goes up to here. So I do have the one space gap. Okay. So, I hope I don't need gantries for this. Oh, I probably do. For every sightseeing module, we're gonna need gantries. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain. Alright, so if I do the spacing like this, so it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here to here should be 5, and then here should be the edge of a new bunker tile, and it is. Modern pills actually do help, unlike the ones we had as a kid. Yeah. Dude, man. Medicine, technology, everything improves. I think I could get a lot more rockets here now. So, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 tiles, and then this should go up to another edge of the bunker tiles. Perfect. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this ladder's in the way. Feels bad. Do you need a lot of more rockets? I need 10 rockets. I think we could fit 15, though. Which means I could theoretically go up to 169 dupes. So I'm contemplating whether or not I should. Have you ever asked yourself whether you should or you could? And then you just made a bad decision and did something you shouldn't have done? I'm just saying, man. We could get a lot more rockets, because I could easily put 3 here, another 3, 6, 12, 15, 18, and let's say more space because I did bad spacing. That's 18 rockets. I could fit minimal 11 dupes per rocket. And 11 times 18 is 198 dupes. I could fit 198 dupes to beat the game. Oh yeah, we ask us too much whether we could, and we need to ask whether we should. Yeah. Running with the bulls, I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. I see you running with the bulls, man. Come on, man. We haven't even had dinner before. And you're saying that to me? I don't know if that's legit. Yeah, at least take me to dinner. Y'all know how it is. Too short of that 200 of the pool from earlier. So here's the funnier thing with that. I technically could go up. Oh, someone was trapped. No, we're fine. I could technically go up a little bit higher. I technically could go up to 200. I could. Now, the thing with that is that I feel like it's a cop-out. I could get 50 dupes in one stream, and because I won't actually make a dent into my K-Cow amounts, it's not going to be a problem, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that counts when you're getting maximum amount of dupes, right? Because I could easily break the record because I know how to game the system, but I don't think that's like real. Like there should be some other like, oh, your dupes have to be alive X amount of cycles for that to actually count. Because I think that's what it is right now. I could easily get another 100 dupes and then just lift off with all the dupes in the colony and leave, and we'd be fine. Because they wouldn't be alive long enough to consume enough oxygen or consume enough food that it makes a dent into the bank. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I could get as many dupes as I want, and it's not going to matter. Yeah, it should be mathematically sustainable. To the point where I could just flex for no reason. That's really where we're at. Do I need to flex? Do I want to flex? Should I do it? I don't know if I should. If you get them all to the tier, I say it's fair game. I can. It's going to be easy. I love you because you're grinding hugely. A fucking tank, I say. I see you over there running with the bulls. Appreciate that. So here's the thing. If you guys didn't know, these rockets in the base game have a weird thing with this, where if you put a duplicate in a command capsule, or you put a duplicate in a sightseeing module, they no longer count as being anyone in your colony. So I could temporarily keep them in there, and they don't actually have to eat, they don't have to breathe, they don't consume oxygen, they're literally out of the game. But I could unload all of them at the same time, so we inflate the population number. So we will hit 200 dupes, and then immediately the colony disappears. I could cheese the system like that, right? That's the problem. I don't know if that's honest. And that's kind of the dilemma right now. Do I get the max duplicate award, or is it jank? That's the base game crap I have not remembered. Yeah, that's the late game rocketry stuff that you wouldn't know until you dabble with the rocketry. And then you also have to notice how the population goes up and down. And then make that connection. Flex with the FPS. FPS is really not that bad, man. Once you start maximizing it, it's pretty sweet. Oh, you just forgot it the last 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's like when you don't speak a language for a while, you start to forget some of the specific words. Right? You start to forget some of the specific words when you don't dabble with the language as often. What if you must be able to see each dupe? So here's the thing. No, so that's not a problem. So Xenocide, I could move all the dupes in the rockets so that my kcals and oxygen production doesn't get a dent. And then we unload all of them out at the same time so that we see every dupe and the population goes up to 200. You see the point? I could store the dupes in a cryogenic freezer, so to speak, so that it doesn't affect the game anymore. And then I just pull them out later so that we could get that artificial number, in air quotes, right? That's the problem. I could do that, and then it just becomes brain dead. Because I'd be able to just, get everyone in. This guy's idle in the sun, dude. That's the dilemma right now. Yeah, that's not an achievement. See, that's the thing. Now, the thing is that I could do it just to do it, though. And I do have more water we could tap into, build another spawn, just generate more oxygen, not have it be a problem at all. Just one of those things. Mamba wants to go outside. I have to let the babies out. Give me 1 sec, you guys. Oh. Gotta let the babies out. Have you ever done it before? I'll get back to you on that. Is he an outdoor cat? No, he's an indoor cat. I had to let him out into the living room. Not, he just wants to leave my room. He wants to explore the living room to see who's outside, to see if anyone's outside of the house. But he's an indoor cat only. Have I done it before? Not the cheese strat, not to artificially inflate the number of dupes. I'd say make all 200 dupes preparations, then unfreeze the sleepers. What a guy. Guys, I'm starting to hear my voice change. And that means my voice is gonna go. I've been talking way too much for the subathon. I've been talking way too much. So I might have to end stream a little bit early today. Because my voice is starting to change and it's starting to go. I could feel it. But we'll keep going as long as we can. I don't know what those words mean, Addy Rocks. I don't know what those words mean. Legit must take care of legit. I just don't want to be able to not stream tomorrow. That's what I'm worried about. I want to continue the subathon. I don't know what those words mean, man. I watch anime, but it doesn't really make me a weeb. I don't know what gachi means at all. I don't know what that means. Oh, gachi. That's the emote. What a guy. I see you over there. All right, let's go. So liquid oxygen is at 183. We're just going to go to 200. And let's go. Super coolant, time to freeze it, time to make the setup. No, I know where the emote comes from. I know where the emote comes from. We don't talk about where the emote comes from. I will say that. The emote's kind of, yeah. We should just change it, man. Yeah, take care of yourself, dude. No reason to lose a voice midstream. I could still go for a little bit longer, though, so I don't want to cop out. So I'll go as long as I can, and then if anything, I'll have to call the stream early or something. But just wanted to let you guys know in case something bad happens. We got some witnesses. I'm drinking iced tea as we speak. I'm drinking the tea, actually. Already. Oh, hot tea. I would have to make that. I can't step away to make hot tea right now. I feel you with that. Hot tea with some honey. Maybe a slice of lemon. That could be pretty good. Alright, steam. Let's go. And then we gotta chill out the supercoolant. Nah, man, don't worry, I got you. What kind of tea do you want? I'll drive it up to you. Let me get the double cloverleaf tea. Come on, old man. I see you over there. Metro Ham, are you there, dude? Can you make me a double cloverleaf tea? No sugar? Alright, I'll be there 4 or 5 hours unless you live near a coaster station. I don't know what a coaster station is. Feels bad. Alright, tubes are done. Everything's looking great. We're still making a little bit more aluminum. Hey, Leo the Human, adding the 100 bits. Thanks so much. Do you also want some unicorn sprinkles in the tea? Isn't that unicorn sprinkles not a good thing? Am I wrong? The Amtrak coasters? I don't know what that is. Isn't Amtrak a bus? Isn't that a bus line? Am I wrong? Oh, look at that. We have thick water again. We got the thickest water in the world. This looks like honey, but for whatever reason, it's not. And of course, we're gonna let that water there. Keep trimming. I'm gonna cancel this finally. Intercity train Greyhound is a bus. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I do not live close by one. Thick water. Have you seen the thickness of this water? It's spilling and it's looking thick. That's water, by the way. Water does not spill like that. It should spill like this. But because it's extra thick for some reason. Amtrak is like the trolleys, I think. No, he's talking about the trains, Amtrak. Maybe in your location, they only have Amtrak trolleys. But I don't have trolleys in my location. So I think he's talking about the trains. Yeah. They probably do both. It's just that depending on the region, they might not have infrastructure for trolleys. Which is probably going to be the biggest factor for that. Okay. So, we're going to be making liquid oxygen. We're going to take our time. And this is going to take some time to cool it down at minus 34 already, which is fine. I'm trying to chill down the steam turbine by just putting wheeze words next to it. I hope that's good enough. Nah, I'm tripping. I'm at the trains. No, you good. All good, man. No worries. Alright, so I need to start setting this up. I believe they wanted... liquid fuel, 3 of them, and liquid oxidizer, 1 of them. I think that's the ratio. 3 fuel, 1 oxidizer. And then I need to start setting up my pipe layouts for tempering that setup. Oh, my man is stuck. My man is actually stuck. Alright, he's not gonna die. He can actually live out there for a couple of cycles, pee his pants. But he's not gonna die. 900, 2700, right? I think so. 900 for the fuel, 2700 for the oxidizer tank. The fuel is at 900 guaranteed. I think the oxidizer 2700 is about right. Yeah, the Amateurs are the two huge story trains that run everywhere, but then in actual cities, it's your own development, like city where they got the MTS My Beloved. Ah, yeah. I see you, old man, I see you. I guess we could build this just to see. Liquid oxidizer. And then we'll build some ladders. And then we'll see how much capacity that is. Alright, so now that we're waiting on that... I don't need to convert those yet. Regular falling is fine. Still mining this out, because we don't need this anymore. Okay. And then... My man's still stuck, dude. Did someone come in to mine this yet? Citrus the Wizard. Let's go, buddy. Alright, so outside of clearing out the top, and we're going to be setting up the rockets for this area, what else can we do? I mean, continuing to grow the sleet wheat. Harvest this, bro. Oh, the pip died. Oh, no. The pip died. Oh, that sucks. Alright, Mr. Pip, we gotta move them. So these two are no longer needed. Here, and then here. Feels bad, dude. Pip passed. You hate to see that kind of thing happen. Alright, we gotta capture this guy. Oops. Move this guy to this level so he can continue. There was supposed to be a Pip on this level, and he disappeared as well. Because he was the plant on that tile. Alright, so we'll have to probably move another Pip over to there. Let's see. There's two of them in here. We'll take the older one. After we move this guy. Actually, let's just move both of them here, and then we could relocate them afterwards. Into the right rooms. And get this room actually filled out. Here. Come out through there. Not bad. This got mined up for CO2 to drop. Hopefully it's going to be pretty good. And then... I guess we could mine out this tile. Because if we remove this tile, we can't jump up anymore, which means I would have to tap into this zone from the bottom. That actually makes it a little bit easier for me. And then all we have to do afterwards is just trim this area out. So probably like this. We won't have to mine too much here. Maybe the granite would be something I want to tap into. Trim this out, trim that out. Probably this tile as well. Maybe extend the ladder slightly. We need to go through these 3 levels. And then afterwards, we just remove the ladder and let them do the thing. Oh! Narcoleptic nap. Okay, I was wondering why he's actually sleeping out here. He's narcoleptic. Feels bad. Alright, so this is done. So now we have this pipeline to empty out. So this is gonna go into... Yeah, I see. So we have to deconstruct this. This all the way down to here. And then we just do a straight pipeline like that. And then we just empty out this pipeline as well. Gotta do the things! Do everything, man. Only way to do it. Let's remove this. This pump is also gone. Power here is no longer necessary. Remove the pump. And then the pipelines are going to be gone as well. Now we just got to remove the reservoirs. Dump the water into there. This... Oh, we can't get to here anymore. Feels bad. At least no one got stuck. So we just should remove that and continue this. From here, spill this out. Autosave flag. The classic. Alright, since we don't need the petroleum anymore... I see you over there running with the bulls. Is the gimmick to make the whole map your base? No, I just have big base, dude. Alright, so I think what we're going to want to do is... My petroleum is no longer going to be used anymore, sadly. So we're going to start dumping the petroleum into the ice. So, we're going to do a meme strat. So what I am gonna do is insulated tile, insulated tile. We'll do it top one first. Global warming, melting the ice caps. It happens, man. You can't blame it on me. It was all natural. And we're out of clay. Feels bad. We gotta wait for the clay production to keep up. Polluted oxygen needs to be sieved a little bit faster. Got the big base to keep the real estate cheap. Yeah, man. I mean, like, why would you build a house when your entire acre of land is just your living space? Like, come on, man. No house you build on your property is ever going to encompass the entire acreage. Just saying. So just live along the lands. Wild plants. Do the strats. Keep it easy on yourself. Look at that drippage. Alright, so we got to save these pips. We probably want to wrangle this guy once we can. And then we move the pips to here. Not yet. Oh, yep. Both of them are here. So we take this, copy, paste. Turn this off. And then let's take the younger one and wrangle him into there. And then he'll start planting. These guys planted already, so cancel there. Cancel there. I have 20 acres. Jeez. I actually don't know how much land 20 acres is. I really don't know. I'm just gonna nod and be like, that's a lot. Lady of the Hall, man, is that a lot of space? I really just don't know if it is or not. Alright, so this is just gonna be cooling down in the area. It's not too bad. It's up in the pea water, which is fine. Dude, the dupes are just chilling over here for no reason. I should buy like 800 acres of a cheap land in Wisconsin or something, and then just say that I own that much land and technically live in Cali, so people think I'm rich. No, man, people are gonna be like, "Oh, is this guy's house?" There's only so many places in the world. Oh, it is 270. Okay, cool, 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 cool. And then the output's right there. Okay, cool. Football field is roughly 1 acre. Damn, you got 20 football fields? I see you over there, man. Holy crap. I see you over there, Lady of the Hall. I hear that one of the things about maintaining the land when you have that much acreage is making sure the trees don't get sick. Is that true? Is she trolling? Ah, feels bad. Did I just get trolled and that's not an acre? Oh no, I'm trolling. Old man, dude. Old man, stop trolling me, boys. Old man, please. Yeah, that was old man's fault. He misremembered his old man knowledge. He was thinking back in my day, football fields were 20 acres. Back when we used to play football in Vietnam. That's old man right there, man. Alright, so we got liquid oxygen doing its thing. It's trying to freeze. At the same time, it's struggling. I do need a lot more oxygen in here, though, to make it easier. So we need more mass, so just add in more oxygen. Alright, so we're just going to move it in. It's going to freeze. Technically, a football field is 1.32 acres. I don't want to hear a thing. Addy, I see you, old man. I see you over there, man. Mess with the old man, get the old man's strength. Alright, so we're just going to be condensing liquid oxygen, just pumping out the gas so that we could actually just get a little bit more stockpiled. It's coming in from our spawn, so we have enough oxygen for this. Shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, so that's the vacuum. That's cool. So I also wanted to make another box. I see you over there, old man. So we're going to make another box. And then this is going to be connected to another box. And then that means I need this to be a ladder. There we go. Addy Rock's got his hands up. So we're going to make another steam turbine setup. And then we're gonna have liquid hydrogen in the other box. We're just gonna get it ready. We're not actually gonna set it up yet because I need a lot more liquid hydrogen. And I do have enough to run both at the same time, but we gotta do what we gotta do. You like the box? I do. I'm like my kitty cat Mamba. I like boxes. Has anyone ever made a box fort when they were younger? Dude, those things were the jam, dude. Box forts, not gonna lie, when you were a kid, they was the business, as we like to say. Just saying, man. Better not see me over here, Stock. I see you over there, man. Running with the bulls. I see you over there. Box forts were the jam, dude. The first two results aren't consistent in counting the area outside play zone. Wait, what? I read the sentence. I don't know what he's referring to. Never made one, but used the box for other crafts. I see you. I see you. It's good cardboard, man, a lot of the times. I want to just collect boxes and then just glue them together so I could use that as corrugate. And then that becomes a scratching post for Mamba. That's what I'm thinking about doing right now. Push all the boxes together, glue it together side by side, and then cut it out so everything's even. And then do even cuts so that we could glue that together. And then we just get an easy corrugate setup. Because that's how some of the scratching posts look like. They just look like cardboard glued together. Oh, I ran out of power for a second? Hold up. I don't have power? I have 0 power. I have natural gas and it's not. Is the automation not working? Oh, I deconstructed the automation. Oh my god. Okay, that's why it never kicked on. And the hydrogen is not keeping up because the gens are actually being stockpiled. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. The automation line got cut, dude. Feels bad. Yeah, 2 of the gens are not running because the hydrogen line is not keeping up. And it looks like because I got transit tubes now, we need the extra juice from the natty gas. Because there are just cardboard just glued together. I gotta do that. Air purifier with cardboard. I see you. One article citing FIFA standards while showing images of U.S. football fields. Man, I don't even know. Same sport, different sport. It'd be like that, man. It'd be like that sometimes. Alright, so we get this in. Natty gas takes on. Let's go. That's going to help out with the juice. And then we're having extra hydrogen coming from here. So that means we should have more hydrogen get released. Because that should be 1,000. Alright, we just keep both of them running now. Should be good, should be good. Alright, we're still building this. They need some time for that. Liquid oxygen is very low right now. We need a lot. Natty gas is what I get after drinking protein shakes. I see deep fried peanut butter. Did you guys know deep fried peanut butter gets peanut butter flavored protein shakes? Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? This guy actually does that. I see you over there, man. That goes there, actually. That works. I mean, I'm down for that. It's better than a lot of the other flavors they got. Old man who likes to get the banana flavor. But are they deep fried peanut butter flavored? So what he does is he adds protein shakes to his bread maker, and then he deep fries the bread. So that he gets the deep fried peanut butter taste. The strats, man. Alright, guys. Mamba wants back in. Give me a second. Gotta let him in. We back, you guys. We back. Would that be auto cam? Dude, is there a difference? I see. I'm back. I'm back. No breaking the rules in chat, Addy Rocks. I see you over there. I just can't comprehend the protein process. I see you, man. Gotta be fair when they have everything deep fried. That's true. They do that all the time. Deep fried stuff at the fair, classic. At the carnival, fair. I see you, man. Use the different words. Oil spilled? From where? Nah, we're fine. We don't need to worry about that. Alright, so I get to here, mine out the granite. Have a crack in the brine, seems legit. Alright, that's just gonna leave it there. So we mine that out, cool. We're gonna crack that, and then we're gonna do another layer here. There's no ladder, so I can't do anything there. Well, fair is like, that's fair, and fair is like my bus fare. I don't know which is correct. This is the first one. Now I'm hungry for peanut butter. Yo, man. That used to be the food of choice before I go work out. Let me get a scoop of peanut butter, have that for a burst of energy, and then that usually is how I do the workout back in college. Alright, so the pips are planning. Can't be mad. Let them do their jobs. And then I do need to sweep this layer. And theoretically, everything else is locked, right? Yeah, so I should be able to... Yeah. So this, these two, these two, these two. Because the sleet wheat's already planted. It's going to be good. You have to go to a good one. Yeah, you have to go to the, like the county fair, dude. Those are pretty legit. Can't go to the small ones. Gotta go to the big ones. Yeah, the fair. Yeah. The big event. So this looks like the same spacing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's identical, depending on if it's fuel or liquid oxidizer. Okay, that's good to know. So the spacing for the pipes, I know where it's going to be. And I need to use ceramic for this. Oh, man. That actually might be my threshold. That would suck. That would suck, actually, if I actually couldn't do that. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. So, I might not have enough ceramic in order to build the amount of pipes I need. Because I need to build insulated pipes out of ceramic, and I only have 44,000. Oh my god. Dude, yeah, I don't have enough ceramic. I have these two geysers, deodorizing, but it's not enough. No, I have these. I've been doing it, man. I have one geyser here, and I have another geyser here. But my map didn't have a slime biome. Since I didn't have a slime biome, I didn't have a lot of random polluted oxygen. Ah, man. I could use the 10% rule. I might have to. That way I don't have to worry about state change. And then at the same time, I don't have to worry about tempering the pipes. Oh, God. Yeah, do the pea water bottle trick for more clay. Could be another strat. Bridges also cut down material use. I guess that's true. Ceramic. But they don't have insulated properties, right? You're doing 10% rule. What's the 10% rule? When you use the 10% rule, liquids have no state change. That means if you run a liquid, let's say water. It's a classic one, right? Water boils into steam at 99 degrees and up. So what you could do is keep the pipeline at 10% of the maximum in the liquid state. That's 1 kilogram out of the 10 kilograms possible. And by running a 1 kilogram packet, you could overheat the water so that it never... becomes steam. So you could heat it up so that it's 150 degrees, but it never becomes the steam element. And because of that, we could pipe in super hot water into our engine if we wanted to. Just then as an example. But by using that rule, we never have the hydrogen flash into the gas. So that makes it so that it's a lot easier to fill up, although it's more time consuming. So that's the 10% rule. So it just doesn't break the liquid when it cools down or heats up too much. I need to... Ah, man. I thought I would have enough. Alright, that's making me think I need to start maximizing. So we... Man, how tall is this? Here to here is... Alright, we're gonna go here to here. That's 50 tiles. And then here to here is 55 tiles. So I have 105 tiles worth of space. Alright, so what is max distance we have? This is 180,000 kilometers. So the thing says... Liquid oxygen, 180,000. We could put... It's a 4 and a 2. I could put 13. Oh, that might have to be the play. I might have to do 13 sightseeing modules per rocket so that I could have less fuel tanks to have to temper. That could be the strat. That totally doesn't spoil pipeline. Not harder than ceramic. So that's the thing. I've heard bridges themselves don't contribute to heat exchange with the pipe content, so we can make them out of cheaper materials, out of igneous, to make your ceramic go further. It does. Yeah, it shouldn't make contact because of how the pipelines work. Basically, you have it like this anyways. So the bridges, although they're 3 tiles long, there's only 1 tile gap that teleports the liquid. And that you're still insulated on that pipeline for the intake and outtake. So you literally just save that 1 tile. I would suggest setting oversized ceramic production now anyway. The problem is that I don't have a lot of pollutant oxygen sources that are not already being used. I guess it would be this geyser would be the last thing. Because we do have a lot of polluted oxygen here. Potentially we just use it from here. You could use P, that's true. My system is automatically converting the P into oxygen, though. That's the problem. What 100 and... Yeah, so that's the problem. I'm converting the P into oxygen with the design we have right here. So the water gets filtered, even though we have food poisoning on the P. It just makes it so that we have a little bit of germy oxygen, but it's fine. No other sources of water? I actually don't. They're all being used. Salt water is being used. We have 2 saltwater geysers at the bottom being used. We have a cool slush geyser, which is also being used, not directly. Some of the pipelines are still being emptied out still. Showers time? Yeah, all that, though. Showers, bathrooms, sinks goes into the oxygen. Oh, man. We have entombment. Building is broken. Oh, did something get hit by a ladder? I mean, a meteor? We got hit. This got hit. Wait a second. Why is the timing off? Is the automation broken here? Most of my water is being used. How come this is not detecting the meteors fast enough? That's weird, man. Scan quality 811. Scan quality 5711. Why is this? Oh, it's because of this. Feels bad. Looks like your sensor is entombed. Let's mine the bottom. It shouldn't be entombed, though. Was. The scanner was, yeah, it was. It shouldn't get entombed. It should fall through strategically. That's the design. I guess it is what it is. Trapped? Oh, dude. This guy? Come on. Alright, mine out these tiles, please. Oh, you're just gonna fall asleep there? This guy's a full bladder, hypothermia, yucky lungs, sopping wet, chilly surroundings, hungry. Somehow stress is going up, yep. We need him to mine this, jump across, jump up to the ladder. I can't stop them when they're sleeping, though. It is what it is. Alright, we're gonna free them. We're gonna mine this for them so that they could leave. Have you ever get so tired you fall asleep under a meter of seawater? Suffocating? Dude, why are you outside without a suit? I hate how the dupes are able to do that even though we have suits everywhere. The most annoying thing in the world, man. The devs really need to fix that. Luckily, we had no deaths in this run as well. No deaths. Oh, this doesn't have power? Why doesn't that have power? I don't get why that doesn't have power. Is this not connected? Oh, it's just not enough juice in the line from the transformers. Ah. No, it's recent. It's not that we're playing with a lot of dupes that's causing it. It's not a dupe issue. It's the devs did something in the game. It's not an issue with the game with the dupes though. So for whatever reason, if you read one of the minor patches, hot fixes the devs released like a couple weeks ago, they said fixed the glitch where duplicates leave the Atmos suit checkpoint without a suit on. And then a couple hours later, they come back and they put a strike through that. It never got fixed. So it's a known issue that the devs actually run into and know about. They just, I don't know, maybe they just don't know how to fix it. Because they haven't been able to fix it yet. But it is a known issue. I will say that. It's a known issue. So I just need the devs, like, to fix that, man, please. Please, devs. It'd be pretty pog, just saying. Someone get a clip of him saying no deaths, so when a dupe dies, we could clown. Oh, what a guy. Old man, please. We're about to beat the game today, so the old man doesn't get a chance for that. That fix was body by transit tubes fix. Oh, that was a fix, transit tubes? Oh, come on. We lost the transit tubes, man. Is it possible to fix with something else in the game? Theoretically, no. Because of how the suits work, there's nothing that guarantees them. And yeah. If we do something to fix it, you mess with the potential pathing algorithm of the dupes. Because if you try to make it so that you could only allow one dupe to exit at a time, they give up the task and they do another job. So if you have too many dupes happening doing that, you just don't get space jobs done as effectively. So technically, no. That's the problem with that. So there's no like automation setup, like duplicate checkpoint setup that you could do. And I think it also stems from the fact that they just idle right here at the suit checkpoint. I think that's fundamentally the issue. Like if they made it so that the dupes idle in a rec room when they're idle, it would actually solve a lot of the problems. I just don't know why that's not a thing. Switch to jetpacks. Nah, man, it's gonna be worse. Increase dupes weight higher without athletics penalty. I mean, they don't have that though as a thing. Oh yeah, I need a vacuum out this side as well because it has to be hydrogen. I would imagine that's the point of the rec room, isn't it? That's where you should idle. They don't though. They just idle around randomly based off of temperature. It's weird, man. It's really weird. Need a mod with a suit sensor. See, the thing with the mod is that it's not guaranteed to work accurately. That's the problem with the mods, though. Huh? They can't reach anything without suit? Yep. Gotta have the suit on. Yeah, dupes go to ideal temps. They try to go for temperate areas that are green. I realized that when I was doing a all narcoleptic dupe colony run, and the dupes were all asleep in the same area, even though they're narcoleptic. It was weird. And I found out it's because when my dupes were idle, they would idle at the same area regardless. If they have a suit on, no suit on, if they're napping, if they're just chilling, they would just be in the same area. I was like, oh, that's weird, man. Apparently, that's just a mechanic. They just like to congregate at temperate areas above everything else. Which is honestly shouldn't be a thing. And of course, it also shows that the devs could code that in, which makes it weird that it's not fixed. Unless they want that to happen and kind of be like an issue. That's the only thing I could imagine. The devs don't want that to be fixed. That's a problem because they don't dock the suits at that point. So what happens is that this checkpoint is tied to this dock. If I put another dock right here, it locks everyone in because there's no suits to grab. And then everyone else, when they come back, let's say it does work, we're able to have it so that they wear the suits here and they just run by the second checkpoint. When they come back, all the suits doesn't get hanged up anymore. I have to manually hang the suits up every cycle. Not even once per cycle. It's like multiple times per cycle. So I don't think that's going to be feasible. Has to suspect with their find safe zone algorithm. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then, of course, we get another stuck dupe. And that's because all the suits are maxed out. And somehow you're the only dupe outside. How did we get an extra suit? I'm so confused, man. We have somehow got an extra suit. Alright, so let's undock the suit. Come back, come back. Would a 3x3 square of cannot idle around the top of the building help? I don't know, man. We would have to like try it out, see if it helps. I think the idea was to have fewer docks in line to have more floors when they could exit from. Tiles of interest. I mean, like as a mechanic, or is it an active tool that we, the player, could add in? I know Bumpkiss about coding, though, so I'm talking about a wild ass guess. Gotcha, gotcha. Fewer docks, more suits. I mean, I could see that helping. But here's the thing. This mechanic with the suits and the failure of the duplicants putting suits on is new. It never existed before 3 months ago. It has never existed before 3 months ago. I've never had issues with duplicants slipping out until 3 months ago. And then it just started becoming a problem. So this is a new problem. It's not something that pre-existed for years. This is a new problem. So that means the devs caused this problem when they were trying to fix something else. That's the problem. So this is a problem because they tried to fix another problem. So then they created a problem while trying to fix the problem. And that becomes a problem. Can you try moving the checkpoint away from a too high step up? I could try, but I'm not going to do it. Because I don't want to troubleshoot the problem when we know it's a glitch. Right? Like, we could do anything we want to fix it, and it could pre-exist, because this is a dev-known issue that they're trying to fix and can't. So I don't think something as minute as that is going to be the easy solution. So I'm not even going to try it. Come on, man. Can we get some crude oil? I hear you, Mamba. I know, babies. We'll wrap up soon. I mean, the glitch might be... We could try to go around it. Yeah, but it's like, I just don't want to spend time on that. Because theoretically, I had that problem down here. And it didn't... It's not going to fix anything because I run straight out from these suits. right? So since this suit checkpoint still has that issue, I used to get dupes coming down here and they would get scalded before it cooled down. Because this area at the bottom used to be around 90 degrees. So if they come down here without a suit on, I get a notification that they're burning. And it would happen a lot. So I will say that now I don't get the notification anymore because the bottom of the map has cooled down drastically. So because of that, I don't want to try because I know it's not going to work. Maybe make it anti-idle dupe gym to keep them from idling near the suits. It will increase athleticism as well. I guess that could be a thing. Make it anti-idle gym. I don't even know if them idling by the suits is the problem, though. That's another thing. That's an assumption by me, realistically. That's technically an assumption. So it's like, I guess we can. Alright, where's a spot with a lot of oxygen? Probably right here. Autosave lag. You haven't seen it ever? Yeah, because it's a new problem. It never existed before. The duplicants going through the checkpoints without the suits on, it wasn't always a problem. It's a new problem. So, you know, it's as a result of, you know, the devs doing something bad. Now, the thing about the gym is that it also nullifies all of my duplicates that are operating job priority. Anyone that's priority operating will be stuck on the wheels before anyone else. Based off of how the priority system works. So I might not even have enough wheels in here. That's the funny thing. Oh, that's laggy. I don't think this is going to change anything, though, realistically. You can't exclude operators. I mean, I could by banning them at the door, I guess. That is, I guess, yeah, we could do it like that. Just ban them at the door. I don't want to do that, though, because that's going to take forever. I know I could do just one door, but I have 109 dupes. Clicking on the door just to change the dupes is going to take so long. I don't think it's going to be worth it, man. Right now, it's like, you guys are making me pull teeth, dude. I don't want to do it. Because look at this. Look at me clicking the door. My game lags because I have to load up every single dupe. And then the worst thing about this is that I don't have anything that tells me if they do operating priority or not. I would have to bring open the priorities tab. And the thing is that most of my dupes don't have priority set. They're all default. Right? And I'm not going to lie. All of my dupes are default priority because I didn't want to mess with their priority system. I have so much manpower. It's just not worth it, man. This is a duty. A timer sensor to disable the generators briefly can help keep them from running on them all day when they have other tasks queued. That way you don't have to manually handle door permissions. Just gotta make sure we have enough oxygen for them now. I guess that could be a thing. Just kick them off from time to time. Yeah, they're gonna suck up all the air. I need to make sure we have oxygen in the area. I'm certainly stealing that. Yeah. Not sure if Dukes get stuck back and forth because of the automation. You probably do it for like 60 seconds. Probably do it for like 60 seconds. This is going to be super coolant. That's going to be fine. Yeah. Let's kick them off so that they could do other jobs. So that they could start doing the other jobs, which is fine. Okay, so what do we do right now? We're kind of just wasting time. It feels bad, but it just feels like I'm wasting time right now. So what should we do, guys? We're realistically just wasting time over here. I guess we could let all of this debris drop too. Shouldn't be a problem. Get some rest? Yeah, but it feels bad. Make the pips work. Oh, that's true too. I gotta do that. What's the goal? Build those chilling facilities? So right now our bottleneck is at ceramic. We could make the liquid oxygen, we could make the liquid hydrogen, but we're gonna lose it when we try to fill up the tank. Right? So even if we build it and then try to do the tanks now, we run into the problem that we don't have enough pipe segment for it. Yeah, it'll take a while to make enough, so I have to like let time go by, basically. Another thing is that I cannot simulate on 3x speed because due to the number of dupes that I have, that's not an option. Turn that infinite P-water storage to a ceramic farm. Bottles of P-water off-gassing. I guess we could do that, yeah. Alright, so that's there. Let's cut this out. Have this pipe in here. And let me cut this here. Let this empty out so we could deconstruct that. And then let's cut this here. So that we could actually have this pipeline get emptied out as well. Who's your favorite default dupe? It's probably Meep. Meep is top tier. No, that's not possible. Leo the Human. This is liquid hydrogen we're talking about. The range of liquid hydrogen is so small that that's not possible. Yes, you lose mass of P-water as it off-gases. I don't know the conversion rate, though. Don't know the conversion rate. But it does lose mass as it off-gases. Same thing with anything that off-gases. Oxalite loses mass that it off-gases. Slime does. Polluted dirt does. Polluted water does. Polluted mud does. Eventually just disappears. Anything that off-gases, though, loses mass. I can't get used to seeing the massive amount of dupes you have, dude. It's a challenge run. I see you over there, Slayer. But hey, it's the challenge, having a lot of dupes. It off gases 1-to-1. I believe that's. I do not believe that is true. In all cases, because oxalite that's not mined out and oxalite that is mined out off gases at different rates. It's never 1-to-1, I don't think. Well, no, it maybe when it mined out it might be, but when it's not mined out, that's not the case. So I don't believe that's entirely true. Alternate idea, if you're only launching the rockets once, use metal pipes, pre-chill them, 10% volume liquids. Minnows should get down to low temperature, not burst when you set them to the full volume. That's true, but that's assuming that I'm going to be in a vacuum, though, right? That's only true if this is in a vacuum. You can pre-cool ceramic insulated pipes with supercoolant. Dead man, that's not the problem. We know about that. I don't have enough ceramic. That's not the problem. We know how to prime the pipes. I just don't have enough ceramic for the rockets we need. That's not a problem. We know about the priming up with the liquid oxygen because that's a higher range, so that you could push it right into its solid so that the liquid oxygen primes up the tanks and the pipelines for the liquid hydrogen. The problem is that we don't have enough ceramic pipes. That's the problem. You're not going to use supercoolant to pre-chill the pipes? No, I use the liquid oxygen. Liquid oxygen is going to be normally what's going to be used. I thought unmined oxalite still produces the same oxygen, though. Yes, but mined oxalite has half the mass of the unmined oxalite. You get the same amount of oxygen overall, but the masses are different, meaning that the off-gassing mechanics are actually not the same. Does that make sense? A piece of unmined oxalite that's off-gassing while it's still there, that I could still mine out if I choose to, oxidizes at a lower rate. If I mine that out, I get half the mass of what's actually was there before, but I get the same amount of oxygen. That in and of itself means that it's not the same, right? Vacuum, yep. That would say is the best liquids for heating up. Depends on the range. The temperature range is always going to be the biggest factor. Having a 72 tile wide farm with about 300 kilograms per liter water per tile for 500 cycles. But mostly you're right. Everything that off gases loses an amount. Water, most as well. Everything does. Yep. It goes down, but if you have a polluted water source, Yumi Nub Gaming, it's just going to be unnoticeable. Can you get clay from rocket missions? Ooh, that's a good question. I would imagine it's the living planet or the organic mass. No. Actually, yeah, 30%. Actually, I get it right there. Polluted oxygen. But clay, I don't see it. Of course, clay is going to make their name a resource. And then, of course, that's not going to be something you could mass grab in space. Seems legit. Chlorine, bleachstone, rust, carbon dioxide. No clay. At least not in the base game. I thought they changed that so mining it takes a burst of oxygen for the mass loss. Weird. No, that's not true. That is not true. The oxalite has always interacted the same. I don't think that's ever changed. For the most part, how it works is that there's a different calculation for oxidizers. That's the biggest thing. I think it's something like when it's a oxalite that's mineable like this, the off-gas rate is like less. I don't know why, but yeah. So you can over-chill the non-ceramic pipes with supercoolant, so your hydrogen pipes don't get heated by them. That, yeah, but that only works when I'm in a vacuum, though. Right? That only really works if I'm in a vacuum. So I would have to remove all the gas right here first. Which is, I guess, what I have to do. Echo Ridge release a video? Yeah. Yeah, what does he say anything different? Is what I said wrong? I didn't know he made a video, but was what I said wrong? Because that should be how that works. Evening. Hope everyone's doing well. What's going on, Yomo Chicken? I see you over there. Rocket exhaust is a real issue. It's gonna be a single time launch. It's not. It's not gonna be that's not gonna be a problem. This entire area is gonna be a vacuum though. That's the problem. Like I would have to vacuum this entire area. Basically confirmed everything you said and tested it in the game. Yeah, that's because it's. I hate to say this. That knowledge was known by everyone when the game came out. Feels bad. It was common knowledge before. What's the issue with that? Just open up the space. So this area has been opened up to space for 300 cycles, and unless you're actively pumping out the gas, it doesn't actually vacuum. That's actually the problem if you never actually mined out the area. So this has been exposed for 300, 500 cycles, and it's never actually gotten close to a vacuum. That's the issue. Like, I could sit here 500 cycles idle, and it's just not going to vacuum out. I would have to actively pump everything, and then that would mean that I would have to... Nah, man. It's just going to be pain. That's so many pipelines. That means my ladders have to go straight up everywhere. And then after I'm done, I'll have to deconstruct everything so we can build my rockets. Nix, this one's good. I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Could you not vacuum out a tunnel? Be kind of neat. So I vacuumed out this tunnel. And this tunnel took one stream to vacuum out. A full 10 hours. So this small room took 10 hours to vacuum out with a pump. And that's with a liquid lock and everything. Now, because of how my rockets are here, it's going to be tough. Vacuum out would help the lag. You should definitely do it. Totally would be painful in the slightest. My viewer count's going to drop by like 50 users. I don't think it's worth it, even if you build a gas muncher. I put the video in your only Discord if you're interested. Nah, I'm fine. I know the mechanics already. I don't want to look at the other content. Because I don't want to, like, take tidbits from that. You can put it there. I'm just not going to watch it. I assume filling it with blocks and removing blocks is faster. Yep, it is. It's just doing that sequence takes a long time as well. It's just a long sequence, man. Realistically. Doing good. My work last day. Now 30k more products in the shop and have an image next to it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I see you over there, Nixus. That sounds like a good thing. I mean, to share. He basically made it to stop people pestering him about digging a boss play. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's something too. People usually don't know and just, question it. Yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, those things right there, I hate to be like an elitist. It's common knowledge, man. It's common knowledge. At least I thought it was. If it's not, hey man, it's all good if you guys didn't know. But as an experienced player, that's like one of the things that popped in my mind like early on in my career. Don't mine the oxalite so we get maximum oxygen. And then someone in chat said, no, you could mine it. And then we had to sandbox test that. that was 2 years ago, dude. That's wild. That was 2 years ago. This didn't work again, dude. What a pain. And it might be because of the amount of power we have. I think it's 100% tied to the amount of power we have. Yeah, right? You initially think that. That's the problem. Alright, so we no longer need these, right? Theoretically, I could just lock everything. Like, we don't need sunlight. We don't need the solar power. That has never been what we were using it for. And now that I don't need to go out to space into the final trip, We're just gonna lock down from all the meteors. Thug life, man. Just protect ourselves, turtle up until our rockets are ready. Alright, so... liquid oxygen is there. Liquid oxygen, what's the range for this? 218, 183. That's not bad. Lower specific heat capacity, so it does heat up a lot faster. Maybe supercooling would be good. Doesn't help that the game never explains Oxlight, and as an exception to the behavior, you have to test it in Sandbox to prove it. Yep, it is. It's weird. I don't know why. There's a lot of like weird things like that. The Oni special, dude. Okay, so pips are working. Heading bed. It's 1 a.m. here. Good night, all. Have a good one. We'll see you next time, Lady of the Hall. I am probably going to be wrapping up somewhat soon as well myself. But of course, hope you have a good one. We'll see you next time. I am at the point where it's like, yeah, I don't know what I need to do. Because everything is done. Unless I'm just trying to do achievements. Feels weird, man. Actually, I'll just ladder this across. And then do the same thing here. Hope you have a good night, though, Lady of the Hall. We'll see you next time. Alright, so... yeah. I need to do my achievements. I don't want to do that today, though. That's going to be a slog. And then... what should we do? We could make more ceramic. We could feed shovels. We could finally strip mine the entire map properly. Alright, let's just mine that out and be done with it. I guess I do have enough ice that it shouldn't matter. Because if I sacrifice this water, I have ice at the bottom. So I shouldn't run out of water at my spawn right here. Technically, that's the water source for my spawn. If it's not my bathroom water, it's this water. Make ceramic, do the old school strat. If I go up to 13, I think I only need... so if I do 13, that's 14. 14 divided by 110. That's what? 9, no. 8? 8, yeah, that gets me 112. I would need 8 rockets. That's actually not a lot. Yeah, Resweep everything in infinite storage? That's gonna take forever, man. Real talk. There's so much loot in that tile space. It's insane. Oh, that's actually... I had an idea. 1, 2, 3. I want to see that ice flow. You're not gonna see it today, the older human. I'll say that much. You're not gonna see it today. Alright, so the colony is basically on its last thing we gotta do. Nothing is really too bad. There's a lot of stuff up here that's a little bit too hot for my liking. As much as I want to vacuum out this area, we're actually not ready to do that. And I do need oxygen for my steam turbine to work. That's the crazy thing. I think what we could do is this then. Delete this Wheezewort and make him come in from this entrance. And then we would have to seal that up. So it would be something like that. I could cancel that and just seal it up like that then. Do you have any kind of heating loop setup? Want to compare to mine? No. I don't have heat loops because I typically have all my heat in a box and I run my cold liquid inside instead. So I don't have heating loops. I don't even know if we'll finish this run on the next stream. I'll probably have to do job suitability and then, yeah. I at least have an idea what I'm going to want to do all stream because this is going to take forever. And then we need to make liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. And then we got to build the rockets out. Jank Slickster heating loop. Yeah, I don't do heating loops. A lot of the times you don't need it. Oh, he actually survived. We got to kill him, boys. He's got to go. When's the next Oni stream? That's probably... I honestly can't answer that. Because it's going to be dependent on when the subathon ends. So if we play tomorrow, and we do Don't Starve, and then we get another wave of big subs, we'll have to continue the subathon. So that could mean that we could have... the Oni stream on Wednesday or Thursday. If the subathon ends tomorrow, I'm taking Wednesday off so I could rest. Don't Starve together. That's tomorrow. And then after that, I would be streaming again on Thursday. Would probably be Oni. So it's probably Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. Maybe we don't stream Oni on Wednesday if the subathon continues. I don't know, man. It's been a long subathon. Because I need to do some things first. I need some time. I just need some time to do some of the things here. And I want to do some things off stream. Hey, so you're saying we should continue the subathon? I see you, Leo the Human. Thank you for the 100 bits. I see you over there. For your consideration, rest, get caught up on the off-stream task. I should. I really should. Especially if I'm doing just back-to-back days and not taking a rest day. Guys, we will wrap up right here then. I think that's going to be the best thing to do. We'll wrap up right here because right now I don't feel like we're making any progress. We're just killing time so that we could actually just wait for the liquid oxygen to stack up. Liquid hydrogen is going to take just as long, but I need to prime up the loops anyways. Probably want to do the other achievements that we have, which are going to be these two. Easy living and job suitability. These are going to be the tough ones. And then, yeah. The thing is that we have a lot of deliveries from the auto sweepers and not a lot from the duplicates. But we haven't had a day where auto sweepers outperformed. I'm thinking I could idle for 5 cycles and it should work. But hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. We made a little bit of progress today, getting up to the hydrogen rockets. We got to mine this out. I'm a little bit worried because once all of these hot debris fall into the ground, it's just going to superheat the area. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm thinking we might want to sweep a lot of the hot stuff out, which is going to be a mad pain. But thinking about it, don't know what we'll do right there yet. And we'll have to see. 9 hours is a good day of work. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed.